Welcome, everyone. Get ready, because we're diving deep into something pretty amazing today. We're talking at-cost metals. Have you heard of it?
I have. It's a pretty intriguing concept, isn't it?
It really is. Imagine getting gold and silver at the same price the dealers pay. We're talking wholesale prices on precious metals.
Yeah, no markup, none of the usual dealer fees. It almost sounds too good to be true, right?
I know, right? So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack how at-cost metals makes this possible. But we're also going to explore their affiliate program where you can potentially earn some serious income.
Definitely worth looking into, especially if you're already thinking about investing in precious metals, or if you're even a little curious about affiliate marketing.
Absolutely. So let's start with the basics. How does at-cost metals manage to offer precious metals at cost? It seems like magic, but I have a feeling there's some clever strategy at play.
Well, they've definitely disrupted the traditional market. Instead of going through the usual layers of middlemen, they've harnessed technology to connect directly with those big market makers, the wholesalers of precious metals, you could say.
That's smart. So they cut out the middleman and pass the savings on to their members. It's like a direct pipeline to precious metals at the source. And from what I've seen, the savings are pretty significant.
Oh, absolutely. Their website actually shows price comparisons. You can see the difference side by side.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. We're talking savings of like 6% to 23% on gold and silver coins and bars. Compared to your typical dealer, that's huge. It's like walking into a grocery store and getting everything at wholesale prices. But instead of stocking up on canned goods, you're walking out with gold and silver.
It's a much more glamorous grocery haul, that's for sure. It really makes you wonder why we haven't been buying precious metals this way all along.
I know, right? It's such a simple yet brilliant concept. But before we get too carried away with all the shiny gold and silver, let's step back for a second. Why are precious metals such a hot commodity these days? Why should we even care about adding them to our investment portfolio?
That's a great question. Well, for one, precious metals, particularly gold and silver, have a long history of holding their value, even when the economy gets a bit shaky.
Right, they're considered a safe haven asset, right?
Exactly. They tend to hold their value or even increase in value when other investments are struggling. Like, think about what happens with inflation. The purchasing power of the dollar goes down, but gold and silver often go up. It's a way to protect your wealth from that erosion.
It's like an insurance policy for your savings.
Mm.
But instead of paying premiums, you're holding something tangible and valuable. Speaking of value, the source material actually mentions the historical performance of gold. It kind of hints that it could be a clue to its potential future value.
Interesting point.
Of course, we got to be careful here. Past performance doesn't guarantee future returns,
Yay.
but it's definitely something to consider.
Absolutely. It's worth looking at the trends. And I think the whole idea of diversification is really key here. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Precious metals can add another layer of protection to your investment portfolio, especially during times of economic volatility, when things are uncertain.
It's all about building a resilient financial foundation.
Yeah.
And it seems like at-cost metals is making it much easier for people to do that. So how about we get down to the nuts and bolts? How do you actually become a member of at-cost metals and unlock these awesome benefits?
Well, they've got a couple of options. You've got the metals membership, which is $179 per year.
Okay, and what about the other option?
Right. There's the Metals Plus membership. That one's $299 for 2 years.
Got it. So both of these memberships give you access to that amazing at-cost pricing, right?
Exactly. And they don't limit your choices either. We're talking about access to over 100 different precious metals products, a really impressive selection of coins and bars.
Wow, so whether you're a newbie or a seasoned investor, there's something for everyone.
Absolutely. And if you're a collector, they even offer rare and collectible coins, for those looking to build a legacy, something truly special.
So there are options for building a diverse portfolio and maybe even passing down some family treasures. Now here's where things get really interesting. The at-cost metals affiliate program. I'm curious, have you ever been involved in affiliate marketing or network marketing?
I have a bit. It's definitely a growing trend, isn't it?
It is. And at-cost metals has combined the power of precious metals with the potential of affiliate marketing. It's like a match made in financial heaven.
It's brilliant, really. You can not only buy precious metals at incredible prices, but you can also earn income by sharing this opportunity with others.
Yeah. It's like imagine finding an amazing restaurant. That's the first thing you do. You tell your friends, right?
Exactly. And with the At-Cost Metals affiliate program, you're not just sharing a delicious meal, you're sharing a path to financial well-being.
Love that analogy. It's all about
Yeah.
spreading the wealth, literally. So how does the affiliate program actually work? What's the structure?
Well, it's actually quite clever. They've got a two-pronged approach to income generation.
Ooh, two prongs. Tell me more.
Okay, so first you have the direct commissions. You earn a flat $50 for every new member you refer, no matter which membership they choose. It's a great way to see some immediate results from your efforts.
$50 per referral. That's pretty good. But you mentioned a second level of earning. What's that all about?
Right, it's called the binary point system.
Binary point system. Sounds intriguing.
It is. It's a bit like a loyalty program where your efforts build towards bigger rewards over time. You accumulate points for each referral, and these points contribute to what they call cycle bonuses.
Cycle bonuses.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you'd unlock in a video game.
Huh. Yeah, a bit like that. But these bonuses can lead to pretty impressive weekly incomes, especially as you climb the ranks within the affiliate program.
Ranks, you say. Okay, I'm definitely picturing a video game now.
Yeah.
Tell me more about these ranks and the kind of earning potential we're talking about.
Well, they've got three main ranks: copper, silver, and gold. Each rank unlocks higher earning potential as you build your network. Like at the copper level, you could potentially earn up to $2,000 a week.
$2,000 a week. That's a life-changing figure for a lot of people.
It is. But it's important to remember that success in any affiliate program requires effort and dedication. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to be an active participant. They actually have a requirement that affiliates stay active, generating at least 15 points within a 32-day time frame.
Ah, so it's about staying engaged and consistently building your network. It's not a passive thing.
Exactly. And you mentioned earlier about leadership within at Cost Metals. There's one leader, Brian Cosper, who is building two power legs and looking for other leaders to join him.
That's right. He sounds like a real go-getter. If someone wanted to get involved with at-cost metals and tap into his expertise, what would you suggest they do?
Well, I think taking action is always the best approach. They could connect with him directly. You can find him online at weaselsilverandgold.com
Easy enough?
or give him a call at 682-238-1557. He seems like he'd be happy to chat.
Awesome. It's great to know there's a direct line to someone who's already making waves in this space. So it sounds like at-cost metals is creating a supportive community where people can learn from each other, grow their networks, and build wealth together.
It's a refreshing approach, isn't it? Instead of hoarding knowledge and resources, they're actively empowering their affiliates to succeed.
I think that's one of the most appealing things about this model. It's not just a company, it's a movement. And speaking of movements, let's talk about their Get Ahead monthly coin program. I hear they've revamped it recently.
Oh yeah, they've really upped their game with this program. It's a really cool way for members to get a different coin every month.
Hmm.
Build their portfolio in a fun and engaging way. It's like a treasure hunt for coin collectors.
It really does sound like a fun way to add to your collection. And what kinds of coins are we talking about?
Well, they've expanded the variety in price points. They've got popular ones like American Eagles, Chinese Pandas, Canadian Maple Leafs. A great mix.
Ooh, I love Maple Leafs. So it's like a monthly subscription box, but instead of getting beauty products or snacks, you're getting precious metals.
Uh-huh, exactly. And get this, participating in the Get Ahead monthly coin program also earns you points toward your affiliate earnings.
Wait, really? So you're building your portfolio A&D, boosting your earning potential at the same time. That's incredible. It's like a win-win-win situation.
Exactly. It's a brilliant way to incentivize participation and create a cycle of growth and rewards.
Now, before we dive deeper into the affiliate program and all its potential, I want to shift our focus for a moment to the people behind at Cost Metals, the heart and soul of the operation, so to speak. What can you tell us about the co-founders, Troy Likos and Justin Davis? What's their vision? What drives them?
Well, from what I've gathered, Troy and Justin are incredibly passionate about precious metals and about creating a company that empowers both its members and its affiliates.
Okay, I like that. Empowerment is a powerful word.
It is. And they seem to embody that in everything they do. They believe in transparency, open communication, fostering a true sense of community. It's not just about building a business, it's about building a movement.
And it sounds like they've cultivated some incredible leadership within the company. People like Brian Cosper, who are leading by example and inspiring others to join the movement. Are there any other standout leaders who are making a significant impact within at Cost Metals?
Well, we've talked about Brian, who's definitely someone to watch. He's building an incredible team, and it seems like he's always looking for talented individuals to join him. Anyone who's serious about taking their financial future into their own hands should definitely connect with him.
Great advice. And I'm sure we'll hear more about Brian's journey in the precious metals world as we continue this deep dive.
Now let's zoom out for a moment and talk about the bigger picture. We've been seeing a surge in interest in precious metals lately. You see ads for gold and silver everywhere you turn. What do you think is driving this trend? Is it just a fad, or is there something more substantial at play?
I think it's a reflection of the growing uncertainty in the world today. People are looking for stability, something they can rely on when everything else seems so unpredictable. And precious metals have a proven track record. They've been a store of value for centuries.
It's like a return to the basics, a search for something tangible and enduring in a world that's becoming increasingly virtual. Exactly. People are looking for something real, something they can hold in their hands, and gold and silver have always represented that.
It's fascinating how something so ancient can still hold such relevance in the modern world. And speaking of modern trends, what about the rise of affiliate marketing? Seems like it's everywhere these days. Is it a legitimate business model, or is it just a lot of hype?
It's definitely a legitimate business model. In fact, a huge amount of revenue for even Fortune 500 companies is generated through affiliate programs. It's a win-win for both the companies and the individuals who are promoting their products.
That's impressive. So what we're seeing with at-cost metals is a really interesting convergence of two powerful trends: the growing interest in precious metals and the rise of affiliate marketing. It's like they've created this perfect storm of opportunity.
Absolutely. They've tapped into a deep desire for financial security and empowerment, and they've created a platform that allows people to achieve both.
It's all about taking control of your financial future and building wealth on your own terms. And at-cost metals is making it easier than ever for people to do just that.
It really is. It's exciting to see a company embrace a different model, one that prioritizes its own network of supporters.
It definitely feels like a breath of fresh air in an industry that can sometimes feel a bit stuffy and old-fashioned. We've been talking a lot about the financial benefits of at-cost metals, but I'm also curious about the personal side of things. What's it actually like to be a part of this community?
From what I've gathered, it's a very supportive and collaborative environment. People are genuinely excited about precious metals and about helping each other succeed. It's not just about making money, it's about building something together.
That's really heartwarming to hear. It's a reminder that financial well-being isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's about feeling connected and empowered.
Exactly. And it seems like At Cost Metals has created a culture where people feel valued and respected, both as customers and as affiliates.
That's so important, especially in the world of network marketing, which can sometimes have a reputation for being overly competitive or even cutthroat.
Right, but At Cost Metals seems to be doing things differently. They're focused on building a sustainable and ethical business model that benefits everyone involved, and that's something I really admire.
It's inspiring to see a company prioritize people over profits. Now let's zoom back in on the affiliate program for a moment. I'm really intrigued by this binary point system. Can you break down how it works in a bit more detail? It sounds a bit like a puzzle I'm trying to solve.
I'm happy to demystify it for you. Imagine a tree with two main branches. That's the basic structure of a binary system. You, as an affiliate, are at the top, and you have two legs or branches extending down. As you refer new members, they are placed on either your left leg or your right leg.
Okay, I'm visualizing it. So how do these points and cycles actually translate into earnings?
Each time a new member joins on either of your legs, you earn points. These points accumulate, and when you reach a certain threshold a cycle, you earn a bonus. The amount of the bonus increases as you climb the affiliate ranks.
Ah, I see. It's all about building momentum and creating a network of growth.
Precisely. And the beauty of a binary system is that you're not just benefiting from your own direct referrals, you're also benefiting from the referrals of everyone in your network, creating a powerful ripple effect.
It's a true team effort. Speaking of teams, we keep circling back to this incredible leader, Cosper. It sounds like he's building something truly special with an at-cost metals.
He is. Brian is passionate about empowering others to achieve financial success through precious metals and the at-cost metals opportunity. He is building two power legs within his team, remember those branches we talked about? And he's actively seeking other leaders to join him.
He sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
If someone is listening to this and feeling inspired to take the leap, how can they connect with Brian?
It's simple. You can visit his website at weaselsilverandgold.com or give him a call at 682-238-1557. I have a feeling he's about to have a very full inbox and voicemail.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
It's clear that he's tapped into something special, a combination of tangible assets, a supportive community, and a real opportunity for financial growth. What's not to love about that?
Exactly. This conversation about at-cost metals has really highlighted a crucial point for me, the importance of adapting to the changing landscape of finance. The old ways of doing things are no longer serving everyone. We need innovative solutions that empower individuals to take control of their financial destinies.
I couldn't agree more. Adcost Metals is a perfect example of a company that's disrupting the status quo and creating a more equitable and accessible path to financial well-being.
It's all about shifting the power dynamic from large institutions to individuals, and that's a shift I can definitely get behind.
Me too. It's empowering to think about. And, we've been talking about Adcost Metals in a very positive light, which is certainly warranted based on everything we've learned. But I always like to consider different perspectives. Are there any potential downsides or challenges associated with investing in precious metals or participating in an affiliate marketing program?
That's a great question, and it's always wise to be aware of potential risks and challenges. Like any investment, the value of precious metals can fluctuate. While they've historically been a reliable store of value, there's always the possibility that their price could drop.
That's a fair point. And what about the affiliate marketing side of things? Are there any pitfalls to watch out for?
Well, success in affiliate marketing, like any business venture, requires effort and dedication. It's not a passive income stream that just magically appears in your bank account. You need to be willing to learn, build relationships, and consistently share the value of the product or service you're promoting.
It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building a sustainable business over time. It's about hard work, dedication, and a genuine belief in the product you're sharing.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that not everyone is cut out for network marketing.
Yeah.
It takes a certain personality type, someone who's outgoing, enthusiastic, and comfortable connecting with others.
That makes sense. It's all about finding the right fit for your personality and your goals. Now, let's go back to the topic of precious metals for a moment. We've talked about their historical significance as a store of value and a hedge against inflation. But what about their role in a modern, increasingly digital world? Do they still hold relevance?
That's a fascinating question and one that's sparked a lot of debate. Some argue that in a world dominated by cryptocurrencies and digital assets, precious metals are becoming obsolete. However, I believe they still have a crucial role to play.
I'm curious to hear your perspective on this. What makes you think that precious metals still matter in today's tech-driven world?
Well, for one thing, they offer a sense of tangibility and permanence that's often lacking in the digital realm. You can hold them in your hand, feel their weight, and know that they represent something real and enduring.
It's like holding a piece of history in your palm. It's a connection to the past that transcends the fleeting nature of digital data.
Exactly. And while cryptocurrencies and other digital assets have certainly gained traction in recent years, they're still subject to significant volatility and regulatory uncertainty. Precious metals, on the other hand, have a long and stable track record.
It's about finding a balance between the old and the new, embracing innovation while also recognizing the enduring value of traditional assets.
Precisely. And at-cost metals seems to have found that sweet spot. They're leveraging technology to make precious metals more accessible while also preserving their inherent value and significance.
That's a beautiful blend of tradition and innovation.
Yeah,
And I have a feeling this is just the beginning of a much larger trend.
I agree. As we continue to navigate an increasingly complex financial landscape, I think we'll see a growing demand for solutions that offer both security and accessibility.
And that's where companies like At-Cost Metals come in, blazing a trail towards a more equitable and empowering financial future. It's exciting to witness.
It is. And this conversation has really sparked a lot of thoughts for me about the evolving nature of wealth creation. It's no longer about following the traditional path of working for a company, saving diligently, and hoping for the best. It's about exploring new possibilities, embracing innovative models, and taking control of your financial destiny.
I couldn't agree more. And At-Cost Metals seems to be right at the forefront of this movement, empowering individuals to break free from the old constraints and create a brighter financial future.
It's inspiring to see, and it makes me wonder what other innovative solutions are out there waiting to be discovered, what other possibilities are emerging that we haven't even imagined yet.
Those are great questions. It feels like we're on the cusp of a major transformation in the way we think about wealth and financial well-being.
I agree. And it's an exciting time to be a part of it all.
Now, before we get too lost in the possibilities of the future, I want to circle back to the present for a moment. We've talked a lot about the big picture, but I want to make sure our listeners have all the practical information they need if they're interested in exploring at-cost metals further.
Absolutely. Let's recap the key details.
Perfect, because I know I'm ready to take the plunge. So for anyone listening who's ready to explore the world of at-cost metals, what are the best ways to get started?
Well, we've mentioned him a few times already, but it's worth repeating. Reaching out to Brian Cosper is a fantastic first step. He's a real leader within his cost. At Cost Metals, he's building two power legs on his team, and he's looking for other people who are ready to really embrace the potential of precious metals and affiliate marketing.
Yeah, he's like the living embodiment of the at-cost metals vision, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. He really is. And he's so accessible. You can visit his website at wesselsilverandgold.com or call him directly at 682-238-1557. He's eager to help and share his knowledge.
I love that. It's not just about selling a product. It's about building a community. It's about education
Yeah.
and creating positive change,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And that's what makes At Cost Metals so different. They're not just another company trying to make a quick buck. They're building a movement, a community of like-minded people who see the power of precious metals and who want to build wealth together.
It really is a breath of fresh air, especially in the financial world, which can feel, a little stale sometimes.
Totally agree. At Cost Metals is breaking down those barriers and making financial freedom much more inclusive and accessible.
And they're doing it the right way with style and integrity.
Absolutely. Before we wrap things up, I want to leave our listeners with a question. We've explored at Cost Metals their approach to investing and their affiliate program. But what really stands out to you? What excites you about this model?
Yeah, what really clicked? Was it the idea of taking control of your finances and building wealth? Or was it the appeal of gold and silver in our digital world? Or maybe it's the community and the sense of shared purpose that At Cost Metals is all about.
Whatever resonated with you, I encourage you to explore those ideas and see where they lead you. The world of finance is changing rapidly. It's a really exciting time to embrace innovation, challenge the old ways, and create a better future.
So well said. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into At Cost Metals. We hope you've enjoyed this conversation and that it's given you a fresh perspective.
Remember, the future is yours to create. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and take control of your financial freedom.
Thanks for listening, everyone.